Mahila got a creature here now. Jeffrey Walter Edelston are the elbows, both elbows, balanced of bomis, koori, learchis, ignis, and berghia coerulescens. So here's a new creature. This page 1 through 8 um, come out to be both wrist joints, okay, of berghia coerulescens, bomis, koori, and learchis, ignis. So the wrist, the joint, I'm always popping mine like right in there. It's like little habit that I have, just like cracking it or whatever. I don't know. It's just, I feel like they get tight or something. So like the wrist bone, the wrist joint, if you're double jointed, whatever. So both of them for this creature, and this is not a prolemur type. It's more like a King Kong looking type, or condensed King Kong, but the Robin monkey or something. But it's kind of like that. The raw vision was King Kong falling off the Empire State Building, and he gets up not hurt at all. And but it looks more like this though. The bomis koori of Star Wars, the learchis ignis sea slug, and the berghia coerulescens sea slug, but in a form of a humanoid, or more like a monkey. So, we'll start at the top here. 8 parties, including a small Arab faction that is making history by sitting in the ruling coalition, are united in their opposition to Netanyahu. Now, this is one, and the ciphers on that are actually 472.11653. So times that by 270, which was a license plate at this rebel that I'm at just a little bit ago. Let's see, 13 June 2021, 2 a.m. Saw that license plate, and then times 0.8616460799 to get 109,835.286479.2325. Okay, so take a look at that. So then William Stanley Jevons, 89681 times 96079. That's what he said. He said no one will ever know what equals 8616460799, what two prime numbers are, what the solution, what you multiply to get that. He said no one will ever figure it out. But then, of course, with advancement in technology, we did figure it out, and it's 89681 and 96079. Very smart guy. William Stanley Jevons, 13 August 1882 to 1835 September 1st, if you want to look him up. Now it may seem kind of basic, like, well, he just knew what multiplied. No, it's like he was talking about logic and stuff. So, and a lot of his ideas I can kind of relate to, how people would get confused on what he said because of the wording. So that was kind of cool to see. And then 2, this is condensed. Septenary was 1993. On this one here, 1479 Septenary is what it turned out to be condensed, and then 33615 trigonal, 2021, 12 June. Bolsonaro fined as he flouts mask rule before motorcyclists. Agsi goes wrong way for a U-turn. New subdivision, Agsi says, then Brock has trouble breathing. Brock makes big splashdown slide at Golden Nugget. That's a casino in Vegas. Very cool. There's sharks in a shark tank as you're in the water. They have an aquarium set up right by the water, like pretty much in the water, and there's sharks in there. So you're in the water with sharks, basically. And first time I've been there, I've lived in Vegas about 3 years, and me and my dad had never been to that one. We were trying to go to Circa, but it was too expensive. They jacked up the price for the summer for all the sporting events or something. Um, so we went to Golden Nugget and talks to a Freemason about sharks, and I said it to this guy. I was like, these sharks, you could probably take these sharks. Like if they even if they bit you, you wouldn't die. And they were big sharks too. They just weren't like Jaws, but they were big. And so then I had said something about the Freemasons, and then he's like, "You're talking to a Freemason." Of course, of course. Always the dollars, man. Always the dollars. So, in Joe Biden's name, I explained the EB in his name, Isaiah 52. Um, the lake where the water below was maybe 15 feet deep and a bracing 50 degrees. His head throbbed. Michigan jump every day for a year. That was an article that came up right as I was at Golden Nugget, and then Jim Mudcat Grant was the first black 20. Um, there's more to that, but I just cut it off. He he died, I believe, and then Jeffy Fraser of the Helene W. Grant died. Okay, so all that equals 33,615. Now 6-1 I kind of see as Pison, the river Pison where the gold is good. 33 is like death of Christ, or even the land, the earth symbolism. And then so that's trigonal, and or it can mean um, it can mean the basically the 21 days added to um, the it who sits at the top of the pyramid because he fell in the paint around the time of Batman um, with Michael Keaton. So then you get these here. Um, let me show this. 225.1996 down to 39.2012 to get 93,299.13359,998. And that 93 was pretty cool that I got that because the condensed, the original was 1993. So then going driving, 12 a.m., 13 June 2021. Um, so, and then with the Jeffrey Walter Edelston elbows, I did find the 570s, the 570 weeks of Abomination of Desolation is what they speak of in Daniel, is kind of like what happens with it, and it's a lion itself, the 570s, 570 weeks. Okay, so that was cool. I will, in the title of this video, I will try to put the last what the last one was, and then you can backtrack from there if you want to. So 128.101.9659 equals 86.42.89588. Chiropturamen. Why? Because 9s and 88 equals Don. 8 equals 8, 64, 2 plus 8. Just some basic stuff from what I was looking at. Let me get this here. So these are two people that died recently, and they're part of this as well, this creature. So take a look at this. So let's see. During the death hell rite, there was a intrusion talking about you got this or something, and it was probably Ben V doing the body hop stuff, and so let's see. I don't know. A lot of it is it's kind of weird how it all, going to these places and then it seems like spiritual things happen. But all this here is a lion eagle, okay? All of this here is a lion eagle. All right. So that's 7. And then this here, um, take a look at these. Sun spoil Nikola Jokic's MVP party beat Nuggets 116 to 102. So thick darkness is Genesis 1, which is knee, a day before 503. Skateboard feels sorry. That was the test of that one. I was at the park Lone Mountain and this guy on a skateboard went by and I was doing my walk and I have a little bit of a limp because I almost fell the other day and hurt my left leg. But I kind of saved myself. Did slip a little bit. Still, it was in the water. Like getting into the water. So, um, Locust for 240s as Red Sea with Jesus. Because so, um, sorry. I know this looks it doesn't make sense. I might have been writing something else. I don't know. Um, but let's see. Um, all right, so this page 1 through 8 is both wrist joints of berghia, coerulescens, bomis, koori, and learchis, ignis. That's all mixed together to be a creature. Um, Sorry, I'm at this gas station. It's all right. This is Las Vegas. So let's see. Um, let's see. We have all this. So do we need we need this here? Add F89 day lifespan Paul Walker. B8GHE day lifespan Billy Joe Thomas. Story deserves its own ending, said Diesel during a press junket for F9 when asked about the franchise's future. Despite the end of the saga, he said the Fast and Furious cinematic universe will continue on when Diesel told his daughter from a violent carjacking of a taxi in October. Bobo Lathan Dallas Webb, a Matt Damon looky loo, was at State Hospital South in Blackfoot and walked away. So take a look at this. So remember, like, you can get really into sin and really, down a rabbit hole, and you can still be forgiven. You can still be forgiven. Now, Jesus tells the churches to repent. You know, I think it just kind of means like be kind. Try to be kind and gentle, and so like it's not going out of your way to persecute people. That's what that would mean. So 86 4289 588 equals the reverse English summer times English summer. Prime satanic squares and trigonal is 128101, and 9659 is English ordinal, Jewish ordinal, and septenary, and Megina, a shield, is Jewish ordinal. Um, so, and then then the other ones are actually the breakdowns of those numbers. Um, so let's see. So we have this, okay. We have 4, right? We have 7. We have 6. We have 8 now, right? And we have 3, which we went over, 2 and 1. So all of this is mixed together to be the wrists, okay? So I'll try to find that 70 weeks, and I'll put that in the the title of this video will be The End of the 570 Weeks. So that was combined with the Jeffrey Walter Edelston, okay, to be the elbows. And, with a little bit of other stuff, but I just didn't show it. Sometimes I get down and I'm like, gosh, what am I doing these videos for? Like, they don't even, like, it's like they're using it against me or something, or, like, basically, like the Bia, okay, for all of the ones who are trying to wake up to Grox, Bia, like, Bia, there's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. That song, like, Bia is probably someone who is on Grok's channel and then is not on there anymore because they got cut off. And, like, what happened was Ben V took my writings of the alternate visions. Like, someone will he'll drive at night and have good eyesight for nighttime, and, like, it'll all look futuristic. And then in the morning, he has sex with his wife or girlfriend, whoever, and, like, does these like Edgar Casey visions readings in the afternoon, kind of like that's when he sleeps. So, like, his sleep schedule is irregular, is what I'm saying. So he does the Edgar Casey stuff, and, like, that's what that means, the whole lot of money, like, and it's divergent timelines. Like, I made a fail-safe mechanism guy who does the readings for divergent timelines because that's what God told me the vision was, that someone will be doing that. So then Ben V, he takes that and it becomes Bia, on the radio. And that's just not, like, what it is. I love that Bia song, though. I get really hyped to it. I think she's cool and everything. I'm not saying she's going to hell. I'm not saying, like, they're going to hell. I'm saying, like, there is something that goes along with that. The third part of men have to face the fire and the brimstone and the smoke and all that of Revelation 9. Like, why would they, like, if that's not the nukes, if that's not, they pull the plug and do the nukes, like nuclear briefcase and whatever key they have going now, to unlock Pandora's box, if that's not the nukes, then, like, they probably face, like, some sort of damnation a little bit, and then it even says about Pergamus that Jesus will fight with the sword of his mouth. Like, that's no joke. That's like the remnant of the mark of the beast. Like, that's nothing you want to play around with, and, like, they're all, like, I hate to say it, but, like, they're not real Brahmas. Like, he's getting them to, like, tap the butt or something, like, or to blaspheme. It kind of goes along with Zechariah a little bit. Like, they blaspheme and they steal. Like, he's getting them to be mini Freemasons and, like, do all this weird, like, flyer stuff, because the sad of the Ezekiel 13 is, like, they're stuck indoors, like the quarantine, like, stuck indoors and doing writings, but, like, it doesn't add up because they don't, like, they're not getting clear visions. And then they turn to, like, being flyers, like, all this music now, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, they're being, like, misled. And, like, the ones that are still left are, like, Miss Ruby, who's an old woman. Like, why do you think she's still on there? Like, Actos, like, these guys that are left are, like, the remnant of Grox and the true believers. Like, they don't sell out, like, they're meant for God. So, like, that's what it means about the white stone and all that. And even, like, the guy who kind of, like, goes off a little bit and says funny stuff, like, about his phone and stuff. Like, he's still around, he's still on there. You know, the guy that cooks is on there, that cooks the food or whatever. Like, he's kind of a newer subscriber, but he's still going strong. You know, there's a Arabs, few Arabs that are on there that haven't sold out. You know, so I'm not saying the Grok's information is wrong. I'm saying, like, sometimes the way he presents it is wrong and mixes it up is wrong because he's trying to prove a point in the moment for whatever happened that day, which is wrong, you know? And then, like, his old information is the most accurate, though. That, and, like, he did show the truth, and, like, I don't think he's a horrible guy, but, like, he's not helping us, is what I'm saying. He's playing the part of the accuser. And guys, even like Jason, have called him out on it. Like, and said, like, nah, man, like, why are you doing this? And Grox even told him one time, I don't know, I can't stop. Like, he even said in the comments, he's like, I can't stop. I've gone this far. I might as well keep going. That's what he said. So he knows he's being the accuser. All right. Thank you. Have a good night. Stay strong.